Did you get the treasure? Well, you've proved you're worth something, at least for now. Maybe we won't be killing you just yet.
Into the boat. Move it.
After your return from Treasure Island, you spend several more days as a cabin boy.
Get off your bunk, you lazy landlubber. Get to the galley and get the stove running.
We've been enslaved all over again. Alright, so we're back on the boat. That was very abrupt. No transition between going to the island and here. Or vice versa. We can't get in there, yes? I need my stuff back, damn it. Alright, we'll go up to the galley. Oh, not that way. Not counting that whole part that we just did, which I assume is just a fancy replacement for digging up the treasure on the beach, which I don't think was bad, but at the same time I don't think it was done particularly well. It does look like they're trying to flesh out the boat section, which I do appreciate, because that was something that I did not enjoy at all about the original.
It's like a little piece of home. The ship's galley houses a large... The ship's...
I don't want them killing me just yet.
The orb pulsates with renewing energy.
They did not steal that from us.
While you're positive the orb contains some sort of power, you can't find a way to activate it.
Yeah, we're going to use that to heal Daventry once we've dealt with the three-headed dragon. I can see that already.
You imagine being able to fly it for a moment. The broom reminds you a lot of the kitchen work Manannan made you do. The bear... It's a... Save your... You...
Okay, I've done that. Do I need to do anything else? Right now, I just really want to get my gear back, but this dude is in here. He's not disappearing. Can I grab the feather duster?
What are you doing here?
Sorry.
If you keep causing trouble in here, matey, I'll make you walk the plank.
Well, let's do it.
What are you? You're more trouble than you're worth. 'Tis the plank for you now.
As you sink, you hear the crew rooting for the shark.
Same as the old game.
Now you know the penalty for invading one's privacy.
Okay. I can grab the broom. I can light the stove. Maybe I just need to come back down and report to the first mate once that's done.
It's an old... It's...
The upper deck could do with a good scrubbing. Now get moving.
Well, let's do it. We've been upgraded to a cabin boy. Pirates are not murdering us on the spot. This is good. Okay, the upper deck has been scrubbed. If only it were that easy. What's now, sir?
You took your merry time. Go over to the captain's cabin and dust the shelves.
Gladly. Can we get our stuff? I don't think so, but I'll try.
You see no way of getting your items out of the chest without the captain noticing.
Narrator, how do you know our items are in that chest?
The chest near the captain's bunk is closed. It's a feather duster. You have better things to do than lie around.
If I go out there, is that bad? Like when I walk back in, are we going to get spotted by him?
The vessel's wake aids your sense of its direction. From the aft of the ship, deep blue stretches to a landless horizon. Its grandiose design suggests the ship might have belonged to an owner of some standing.
What now, me matey? Oh, he's gone. Okay, that's... We're going back to bed?
Meanwhile...
Oh, shit. What's up, Gavain? No, Valenice.
There you are. I have been looking all over the castle.
Where else would I be? Where else could I be?
He looks like he's aged by about 18 years.
What are you doing?
Only what I can. Nothing. Save watch my land fall into ruin while that winged abomination continues its reign of terror.
It serves not to dwell on matters beyond your...
My wife, do you not feel my anguish? Our own daughter has been taken. And I allowed it.
You had no choice.
There is always a choice.
True. You might have chosen Daventry's destruction. Years ago, you defied the dragon. Even now, the flames still lick at our crops. Imagine the suffering had you resisted further. As for your anguish, every day I weep for Rosella and our son, Alex.
No, I cannot bear to hear his name. Not now.
As you wish. But you must not let this destroy you. Daventry cannot afford to be without its king, nor I without the man I wed.
Were it only that he were here, I would do anything to heal my beloved realm, to make everything right.
We'll be there shortly. Oh, jeez.
Orders, Captain?
We're heading for Hesperia. Time to put all that booty to good use. What is it?
That course will take us close to Daventry, won't it?
Yeah? You got a problem with that?
I must be confessing something to you, Captain. I be getting a tad nervous sailing this close to Daventry. What with that dragon I hear out telling those parts?
Ah, you lily-livered codfish! That beast sits over yon mountains, never comes near the shore from what I hear.
Hope you're right, Captain.
Indeed.
Of course I'm right, you jelly-legged squid! That reminds me, when we reach Hesperia, we'll see if we can't sell our new young'un in the markets. Should fetch a pretty price. Oh, and make sure there's someone guarding the hatch. We don't want him trying to make a break for Daventry shore as we sail by.
Aye, Captain.
As the pirates spot land nearby, you are unceremoniously dumped in the cargo hold again to keep you from escaping.
He's been safely locked away in the hold, Captain. Say, have you seen this stuff we took off him? That kid carried some strange things. Where do you think he got them?
How should I know? I've heard tell a wizard lives in Ludor. The kid seemed eager to leave. He probably stole those things.
there's something else too. Seems like a map.
Ah, shit.
Another treasure map.
Don't think so. Seems like a map of Ludor to me.
Are you going to teleport yourselves out?
Look, this here's the town where we made port. Whoa!
Yeah, well, first mate, we hardly knew you.
Better get myself a chest with a lock on it when we reach Hesperia.
Okay, so I do wonder if the story changes in any significant way if we arrive here without a magic map. That's a very funny way of getting rid of him, though. Okay, Captain's gone. We can get our stuff back. Hopefully.
You're not close enough. You retrieve your stolen items.
Oh, it's so good to see you all again.
You have... Curiously, you sneak a peek at the drawers. There's nothing of interest amongst the charts and logbooks.
I said it in the EGA version, I don't like that adjective or adverb or whatever it is, curiously.
Curiously, you sneak a...
I think it would be better to say with curiosity or
It
something.
will serve you best if left where it is.
It's more words, but it makes more sense to me.
You wouldn't mind reading up on the pirates' past exploits if you weren't one of them.
Then again, I'm terrible at English.
You wouldn't mind...
Alright, I've got a couple of choices here. So I'm going to go with the first choice that I tried last time, which is going down into the dank dark hold. Let's go over to the right where it's just a little bit more dank. Less lice.
Looking warily around the dank cargo hold, you see nothing but wooden crates piled about.
Let's put them to sleep. Actually, hang on. Let me try climbing up first. Can I go up? Can I go over to the right? Will I immediately die? You didn't come here to watch me speedrun this game. You came here to watch me die in weird and unusual ways. Hopefully. Well, actually, I don't know why you're watching this. Your reasons are your own, Bars. Let me try this out anyway and see what happens.
It appears the pirates anticipated your attempt at escaping and decided to keep a close eye on you.
And all of our stuff is gone again.
You're not...
Lovely. Okay. It's not instant death, but it's a severe inconvenience.
You're not... It appears the pirates anticipate...
There we go.
As you sink. Now you know the penalty for repeated escape attempts.
You'd think they'd be more creative and come up with a different penalty. Right, sleeping powder.
The leather pouch. You take some sleeping powder out of the pouch, let it run between your fingers, and then put it back. As your sleep spell takes effect, a silence descends over the ship. The mice are aboard.
I put the mice to sleep as well. That's a nice touch. Once again, we didn't get points for that, but I think it's essential this time.
He doesn't talk in his sleep. The captain is snoring peacefully in his bunk.
I'm not sure how long we have here.
You can't imagine the pirates getting a decent night's sleep within the ship's cramped bow.
I can't either, given that it's the middle of the day.
Better rethink that. These men sleep with their swords.
No kink shaming. Oh, really?
Fortunately, the fall only left you with a few bruises, but by the time you got back on your feet, the ship already drifted far away from Daventry's coast. You're now on your own in the middle of the ocean again, with no hope of returning home. One misstep, and your life goes south.
That's a delightful little troll. Storm Brew. I've got to try this out.
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
I should have tried this in Ludor. Oh, this animation. Oh, that animation.
It seems your storm spell has backfired. They don't build ships like they used to.
It was looking so professional, and then it came up with that second image. Wow. Leaving Ludor. Fellas, check out my magic.
This is not a good place to use the storm brew.
Okay, fine. What about outside?
Stormy brew. Churn anew.
It's just like an overlay on the screen. It's kind of cool, but honestly, I preferred the original EGA version where it actually teleported us to a brand new screen where we could wander around and do stuff. Okay, let's put that down. Try this again.
As your
I feel bad for the mice. Is that wrong with me? I don't know. Let's go up here. Up one more. Make our way down here. Can we see land? We cannot. At this point, what I'm thinking is we need to dive into the ocean. Hell, I can do so with my teleportation stone, or I could transform into an eagle. There is nothing stopping me. The command is correct this time. There we go. No control.
You've managed to make it to the shore of Daventry, but your magic essence is all gone now.
That's convenience. And by convenience, I mean shit. I was hoping we could use that as a few shortcuts to get up the mountains, but no, it's not happening. Alright, quick break in the recording there because this is a new session, hopefully the final session. I did realise just before quitting that, firstly, we've not lost all of our sleeping powder.
The leather pouch is securely tied and filled with the coarse brown sleep powder you so proudly manufactured.
There is still some left.
You take some sleeping powder.
The other thing I realised is that we can totally change into a fly instead of an eagle here. And we fly to Daventry.
Aren't you taking fly fishing too far?
Oh, nice. I had to try that. So, we're at Daventry, at long last.
This is the western shore which fringes Daventry. You can barely believe you've made it this far. Massive rocks jut from the surface along the northern shore. A prowling shark lurks offshore.
I need to try getting eaten by the shark at least once.
The pier used to harbor vessels sailing into Daventry.
How long has this been broken for? You would think a while, given the state of the pier, but the fact that there's anything here at all makes me think it's less than a couple of decades.
The pier used to harbor vessels. A vast expanse of blue again beckons. You ignore it.
Lies, narrator. Absolute lies.
The water is getting deeper here. It's best to get back to shore if you don't want to drown. See you around.
I don't want to drown. I want to get eaten by the shark.
See you around.
I don't think we can get eaten by the shark, which is terribly upsetting.
You don't need a token of your second life in servitude. You don't. Shark plus hand equals stump.
And also dying from imminent blood loss.
This is the western shore which fringes. Palm trees sprout like whiskers from the earth's sandy skin. To the north you see a forest. It warms you to see this new world thriving with life. To the north, nature has provided this rock with some shade. Nature, you don't have a spare backbone, so you'll pass. It won't come with you. Climb every palm and you'll do yourself harm.
Nice, like that. I do like the fact that we lost the essence, because on the EGA version, we had a lot of options to climb the mountain, including but not limited to changing into an eagle and climbing, and also using the stone. I did try this as well before I quit.
You rub the magic stone.
It looks like these are the only two locations where we can go with this. There are no shortcuts available today.
A hollow trunk is all that remains of this tree, lest you forget.
If you're Australian, that is offensive.
A winding trail gradually ascends these hills to the mountains and beyond. Many trees have sprouted along the natural path, despite the surplus of shade.
Despite? I didn't think that would matter, but okay.
Trees thrive alongside this natural barrier. A winding trail gradually... Large, round, and gray. You've seen their type before. Trees. Climbing them will take you higher, but not further. Reaching into dark holes proves either rewarding or fatal. Decisions.
That's what save and load is for, dude.
Reaching into dark holes. They're every bit as heavy as they look.
Okay, fine.
Trees, large, a trio of trees stand proudly at the base of the hills. Trees thrive along a tree.
It's talking about these three trees in particular. Not sure why.
You haven't got time to sharpen your fingernails.
If I use a stone, does anything happen? That might be it. Okay, let's take the long path up just in case we run into a deadly snake or something. I assume I can also go this way, similar to the EGA version, and that over there is a cliff edge, which will kill me instantly. So I accidentally just pushed F6 on my keyboard. I am not reading any of this. Someone was bored, very clearly. Can I walk off here? No. I walk this way. Also no. I can't walk off that edge. Okay. I don't think I can fall off this side either. Oh, this rock in the way. I remember this rock.
The huge rock appears scalable.
And just like the EGA version, I guess I can climb this. That is all one animation. It is the one rock in the game that we can actually interact with our hand. Okay? Or we just use the stone.
You are at the foot of a high, snowy mountain range. A tricky path winds its way up the steep face of a looming cliff.
That looks significantly less tricky than the EGA version.
You are at the foot. It's an owl wearing a waistcoat and monocle.
Oh god, it's Cedric.
It's an owl wearing a waistcoat and monocle.
Why are you here? If you're watching me, firstly, thank you. Secondly, if you've never seen King's Quest V, he's a character in King's Quest V.
Snow collects upon the branches of the leafless trees.
I don't know if King Graham knows who that is yet.
You look to see a majestic mountain range reaching toward the beautiful blue sky. You are at the The winding, narrow path looks precarious and confusing. You'll have to put in some more footwork before you can touch it. There's nothing to climb. You'll have to go this stretch on foot. There's nothing. The chasm is descendable if you don't care how many bones you break.
Decent trade-off.
You have all the feathers you need. Don't be ridiculous. Of course it can't speak.
No, that thing is going to talk to us. Nothing.
Don't be. It's an owl wearing a waistcoat and monocle.
You say don't be ridiculous, but it's wearing a waistcoat and a monocle.
The mountain goat is its own king.
That I don't remember.
You must be kidding. Give him a push and he'll pay you $1. You rub.
I don't think we can cheat this place. The ghost is gone. The owl is there. I assume it's Cedric. There's no way in hell it's not Cedric.
The winding. You are at the foot. Snow collects upon the branches of the leafless trees. You are at the. There's nothing to climb. You don't need to go around snapping off branches.
I'm more interested in collecting the snow.
You don't need to. There's no.
It moved.
It's an. Don't be.
Maybe it will take off once we go here. No, nothing.
A small mountain stream trickles on its way to destiny.
Did we get the same pun?
The cold shoots through your fingers.
No, we don't learn that this is Sierra water.
The snow-capped mountains advance forever upward. A narrow path skims along the top of a precipitous ridge. As you look down, you see the steep cliff below you. Icy patches cover the ground.
Are they going to kill me if I walk on them?
You have reached the summit, but still the snowy mountains continue relentlessly forward. A narrow path forges its way through the snowdrifts, and another leads into a large cave. Nervously, you look around.
I assume the cave is just off to the right.
Below you stretch the snow-capped. You have reached the summit. You don't feel so alone here.
Really?
Beautiful, isn't it? Too bad there's no way to get there.
I'm feeling pretty alone in the mountains here.
You don't feel so alone here.
Unless we're talking about being watched by an owl or a ghost or a yeti.
You don't. A small. The cold.
There's our cave. How RNG is the yeti?
The snow. A tree grapples with a rock as it attempts to thrive in this frigid environment. Have a little more respect for nature. The snowy cave is large with thick icicles hanging from its entrance. It's dark inside. The snow. Perhaps you should investigate. Perhaps
Perhaps not.
you rub.
How many screens do we have? Obviously, we can go further right, but the magic stone is not taking me there. Oh, that's different. Okay, they've redesigned this place.
This cave is disgusting. You quickly dismiss the notion that the occupant might be a vegetarian. This half-chewed bones are scattered everywhere. Your skin crawls as you imagine yours among them.
Yeah, we should probably get out of here, but
This cave
I'm not
is
that smart.
You have all the bones you'll ever need. You don't want to touch anything in here.
Let's go left. Really?
You don't.
Okay. Is there nothing in here? Alright, well maybe I'll come back in here shortly. That's curious.
As you make your way through the mountains, you suddenly notice something approaching you in the distance. Something that doesn't seem friendly.
I love a warm meal.
You try to fake an impression of chilliness.
Now, don't sell yourself short.
Okay, let's hide in here. I'm not sure where to hide though.
You hastily.
Apologies, I did not mean to skip that. Let me load. So we can go into his cave, but I feel he knows his cave much better than we do.
As you make.
Also, I say it's a he, but it's possible that she's a she. It's following us inside.
Did you bring me any seasoning? I'm fresh out.
You hastily shake your head.
No matter.
This dude is sassy. What can I do here? I could try using the storm brew, perhaps. The invisibility ointment will not work. Maybe the sleeping powder again. We are in a dank place.
You quickly pour the remaining sleeping powder on the floor. You hope there's enough left to affect the Yeti.
Yeah, I think that's the answer. Not a fan of how they gave this Yeti a voice.
The Yeti slumbers peacefully, dreaming of his next feed.
And that's more comical than anything else.
Even if you could lift him, you'd get nothing but a hernia.
Can we not search their pelts or whatever?
Even if you could lift him, you'd get...
Okay, it's a him.
Don't wake him. The cave reeks of rotting flesh.
Alright, that's done. Let's descend this cliff.
You have reached the summit. Tall evergreens dot the landscape below. Beautiful, isn't it? Too bad there's no way to get there.
There totally is. It's just about 5 or 6 screens away. With 3 of the mountains. This screen again. So I think this is going to be easier than the EGA version, but still.
The caverns in this mountain form a labyrinth of amazing complexity. This is a very steep and dangerous cliff. Numerous caves honeycomb its face. You could easily get lost, if you survive the descent.
Where are we even going?
This,
I assume that's the exit there, but I can barely see it.
the caverns, You look over the plains of Daventry and feel a surge of excitement. You reach into the dark. Nothing bites your hand off, so you assume it's safe to proceed. The snow here has formed an ice pack so hard that it's impossible to gain a handhold.
We're not climbing anything, we're just going through the paths.
These caves are really dark, but you feel a draft coming from two separate ways ahead of you.
Oh god. I might need to make a map here. Yeah, I need to make a map here very clearly. I'll try once more, but if I end up back there, I'm going to make a map. Oh, shit.
Lost, aren't we? Let me show you around a little bit.
It's timed.
Whatever happened to wrong way, turn back?
Indeed. Alright, I need to make a map. Gotta find a way through here and it is timed. So I'm just going to label these as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
These caves are really dark, but you feel a draft coming from two separate ways ahead of you.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to determine where to go. So if I go through the first, we wind up at 4. I go through the first, we end up at 5. This is not a terribly good map that I'm drawing, but I think it will work. Now if I go through the first one here, I know that takes me to the first one. If I go second, it takes me to 2. Then was. I go first. That takes me back to 5. So I'm at 5. If I go through the second one here, that should take me back to the first. And immediately this diagram is sort of turning into a manifesto. I don't know what I'm doing here. Let's go to the second. That takes me to 2. So if I choose first, it's going to take me to 5. If I choose second, it's going to take me to 4. The second exit on 4 takes me to don't know where. Takes me to 5. Wait. No, it takes me to 3. I can't count. Alright, so I'm not sure where I'm going. I have all exits on each path covered. Do I just need to go down there and then walk right? Because if so, let's go first and first. Can I walk right here?
Lost.
I cannot. Alright, let's follow you around a bit. Let's go first, that'll take me into here. So if I choose second, I'm going to die. Let's go first. He's now at number 4. Which means I need to choose second here.
The Yeti is huge, with an appetite to match.
Oh boy, okay.
He might have a slight advantage in a fight.
I was not expecting him to actually change the environments. So here's at number 5, which means I need to choose... just looking at my notes. One of these leads to 1, one of these leads to 4. I don't know which is which. I want to say that one's going to lead me to 4. First is going to lead me to 4 here. Where can you go from 5? You can go to either 3 or 1 here. So let me choose first. That should take me here. Fuck. Really?
Whatever happened to wrong way?
Alright, I think we'll just brute force this.
These caves.
We've got to have him open up this path. Two takes me to 5, really? Okay, that's a mistake. I've made a mistake on my map. I'm not going to redo it, and I probably won't even put it in the video because of how bad it looks. We need the Yeti to get us out. Don't know how to feel about that. Okay, should spawn now. No, not yet. Come on, bro. Okay, there he is.
Lost.
Let's make a save. Well, let's try this again. So we're at number 5. I choose the first, that's going to take me to number 3. Let's go first. That'll take me here. I need to choose second, otherwise I'm going to turn up at number 4 and that's going to kill me. Yeah, okay, I haven't made a mistake, I just can't read. So if I choose a second passage here, that should take me to number 4. Second takes me down there. And hopefully I can run through here, but I've got a horrible feeling he's going to jump on me. Actually, no, I can't run through there. What the fuck am I thinking? First. Am I ass? I'm ass.
Thanks to your navigational skills, you've managed to outwit the abominable snowman, and the way to Daventry is clear.
Nothing skillful about that.
The Yeti is... He might...
I'm getting sick of trespassers. I'm going back to Serenia. I'm getting sick.
Is Serenia a reference to something? Because if so, I'm not sure what. Thank you for opening the path.
You are making your way down the eastern side of these mountains, along a path which rims a narrow ridge. Looking back, you can see the snowy peaks you've risked your life traversing. Perhaps the worst is now behind you.
Something three-headed dragon, bro?
A tree perches on the precipice of this precarious path. The rock sits among a crunchy carpet of pine needles. A tree perches on the precipice of this precarious path.
Precipice of this Try saying that 10 times fast. Challenge impossible.
Better not. It's a much longer drop if you fall from the wrong side. This rock won't move for you. The air feels warmer here. Too much so. The air...
I'm hoping we get downstairs and... Oh, fuck. I take that back. I didn't even finish the sentence, but I take it back immediately. Wow.
The snow-capped peaks thrust their way upward towards a reddening sky.
I'm hoping Daventry looks torched.
The rock sits among a tree. It seems a long way off, but you can almost feel the heat from here.
I'm guessing this is the same. We're going to tumble and fall in front of the door.